Johnny, you've played in plenty of these games. Are they still exciting?
Always exciting. I think, for myself as well, having been a Saints supporter, it's kind of ingrained into you from a young age. Living where I live, you're kind of smack bang in the middle of the two as well, so you've kind of always been brought up on that rivalry, and as a player, that's no different to being a fan. I think it's something that, when you're a supporter, you circle that in the calendar, you want tickets for it, you want to be singing on the terraces, and now as a player, it's something that you certainly do similar. I said in some ways it's almost snuck up a bit this year because we somehow crept towards Easter, still feeling like it's the middle of November with the weather. So it's crept up there, but yeah, it's something that you definitely, it still means as much anytime that you're involved in a Saints Wigan game, and I think, it'll certainly something that you have to keep yourself calm throughout the week, enjoy the week for what it is, because it is a bit of a different feel of a game, and then it's something that you certainly hit with a different atmosphere when you run out on the pitch, and it's something that, really gets you going, something that you enjoy, something you embrace, and, I expect that atmosphere to be no different with a sellout crowd.
It is a theme that's always run through this fixture, but especially with these two sides, a lot of locals in the St Helens team, a lot of locals that have come through the Wigan system as well. Does that, in a way, make it even more intense because you're playing for so much more than 2 points?
Yeah, it probably means that bit more, doesn't it? In some ways, like, if you're kind of brought up on that rivalry, you know what it's about. It's ingrained into you. As I say for myself, it's been ingrained into you. It'll be ingrained into Wigan players there that have been brought up on it as well. Similar to Liam Farrell, he's someone that kind of known an awful lot about for a long time. Playing against him in the academy, then into first team, playing alongside him at times as well. It's something that you do get used to. It does have that different feel about it. And I think you just understand the history. If you've been a supporter and you've been brought up on it, you understand the history of the rivalry, and I think it's something that's only heightened through the Super League period because of the successes of the two sides. I think you can have rivalries where the rivalry is big because of location, but this is also heightened because of the successes of the two teams, not just in recent history, but in the history throughout the game.
Your first Wigan Saints game as a captain, I know you've been a leader in this side for a long time, but does that kind of have a bit of sentimental value to you personally?
For myself personally, to be fair, it's something that I've not really considered or thought about, which I know might sound a bit bizarre. Kind of a week-to-week person, and just about trying to do the right things, right times, and do the best as I can in my role. I suppose it probably is a slightly different role in terms of being captain this year, but in terms of myself, having that pride, it's something that, it's about job first for me this week. It's something that, I'm sure that my family will take great pride in. And probably something that, when you get that bit of a minute to sit back and reflect, think, what an occasion to be part of, and the proud moment of leading the boys out. But, as for most people in any role or any walk of life, it's kind of that next job and task at hand, and do the best that you can.
Well, Harry, Good Friday derbies, Rugby League doesn't get much bigger than this. Exciting week for you guys?
Yeah, definitely an exciting week. One of the highlights of the Super League fixtures. Everyone, not just Wigan and Saints, will definitely be watching this game, and yeah, it's just a privilege to be part of, and one I'm looking forward to.
I know it's always on Good Friday, but it does feel very early this season, only kind of a handful of games in. Is that almost to make it even more interesting, because you've had plenty of games to get your kind of wheels up to speed, but you're playing each other at a very fresh stage of the season, I guess?
Yeah, definitely. Well, there'll be round 6 officially, so yeah, like you say, both teams probably still trying to find their feet technically and tactically, and pick out some pointers where they want to improve. So yeah, but like we've said, wherever each team is when you usually play this fixture, it goes out the window sort of thing. It's just a sort of a one-off game, and whoever plays the right way and wants it more will usually get the win.
It's two form sides as well. That adds to what is already going to be a fantastic atmosphere, because it does feel like it'll be a significant game in the league table as well. Yeah,
definitely. It could almost be a 6-pointer. They're both undefeated, so they've lost one game, haven't they, unfortunately. Yeah, it's just every game between Wigan and Saints is massive, and one that every Super League fan looks forward to, and yeah, it's just going to be a great spectacle, and hopefully it doesn't rain as much as it is today and we can put a show on.